It's finally here, and I'm back to navigate this fucking train wreck, making you sit through a 20+ minute episode of me rambling about a decade-old anime. Let's start this shit off with setting some ground rules. Now that they've introduced the sacrifice rule, people can no longer throw down their big-ass boss monster and then gloat to the main characters going, "You'll never defeat me!" And then they somehow defeat them 2 minutes later.
It's time to hand out some mid-season quarterback grades, motherfuckers. Yeah, I know the NFL has 17 games, so it's impossible to actually have a midway point, but you know what? It's not my fault they switched from 16 games to 17 out of greed. I am only using the quarterback who leads each team in pass attempts at the moment. So some guys who are injured, like Dak Prescott, or injured and benched like Jameis Winston, won't show up. Let's begin.
They include that ouch sound so it looked like Bandit Keith wasn't just murdered because this is supposed to be a kid show, even though they just had rape a few episodes earlier.
Marino had several bad performances and losses, but his offense was the only thing keeping the Dolphins above water. No pun intended.
Yes, Yugi, please stop being a little bitch and let Yami win the duels for you.
The QB wins debate will rage on forever as long as the NFL exists. No matter which side of it you may land on, you can't deny that great quarterback play correlates very highly with winning games. Sure, a quarterback can play awful and still win, but it doesn't happen very often unless you're Tom Brady. However, what if there was somebody who was dumb enough and had both the time and the means to research outliers throughout NFL history to create the absolute worst perfect season imaginable, where a team won every single game they played despite their quarterback being complete dog shit every single time? Well, you're in luck, because I'm dumb as shit and have a YouTube channel.
Welcome to part 1 of Everything Wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 3. This one will be only covering the Kaiba family arc. Now, before making this video, I hadn't watched it since the original air date, and from what I can tell, that no one likes this arc, and I completely understand why, because it's fucking garbage. I'm gonna try to not mention when cards don't exist for the most part, unless it absolutely demands it, like the characters get some sort of really bullshit unfair advantage, because that's what I was going for in the original 3 episodes that I've done so far.
Before I begin, I just want to remind everybody to purchase marijuana overdose awareness materials if you have not already. Marijuana kills 10 billion people every single day, and it must be stopped. The link is in the bio.
Again, they're pieces of paper. Cards hold no allegiance. They can't just ignore an attack because they would be attacking their master.
Morbidly obese Steelers running back Jerome Bettis got the handoff and fumbled. The ball was picked up by Colts cornerback Nick Harper, who had been stabbed by his wife in the fucking leg just a day prior. Instead of running to the sidelines to guarantee a score, Harper ran straight forward, giving world-famous woman respecter Ben Roethlisberger a chance to tackle him. Much like his Super Bowl loss to the Saints a few years prior, Peyton was very good in this game outside of one throw. But I'm sorry, there's just no way he should have even been in the position to throw a game-losing interception in overtime. This loss is on the Broncos defense and Raheem Moore specifically. This was the second time in Peyton's career where he threw a go-ahead touchdown fourth quarter pass in a game he ultimately ended up losing.
Waking the Dragons is the 4th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! To be shit out of 4Kids' executive asshole. I didn't think they could get any dumber with this show, but somehow they managed to. Who could have predicted a season where the pivotal characters are Rex Raptor and Weevil Underwood when they join a cult led by a heterochromic twink from Atlantis would have turned into a clusterfuck and a total mess?
Super Wildcard Weekend is now in the books, no offense to Floyd Mayweather. And what a glorious weekend it was, as I went through at least 10 pairs of underwear. Never mind. There aren't many games left this season, so enjoy the remaining few that there are.